Hello, so today we're going to be installing a Starlight headliner in the G35. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to do that basically. Now what I bought was off Amazon and it was in total 160 New Zealand dollars including shipping and all that. Now if you do want to know, you're going to need to get your whole headliner out of the car to install it. And we're not doing that in this video. I've already done a video on how to remove the headliner, so just go on my channel and watch that. I'll probably have it in the description down below. So like get started with installing the Starlights. Now I've already put the suede on the whole roof lining, so if you want to watch that, there's a whole video on that I've done. But yeah, first steps first. Going to be to remove that white stuff. Looks like it just lifts up. Then after that is just marking the 300 holes. So I'll probably mask off like, you know, a quarter, then half those. So I go through an eighths, then do an appropriate amount of stars in each gap, I guess. I'm going to try keep it below the visors here and above the handles here and all the way to the back. Yeah. That's all done. Now I'm just going to mask it all off and put on where I want the holes. So hope I remember to do a click on the other side, but let's do it. Don't.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, I can't click. But first of all, I remembered. Second of all, I'm so hyped. This is going to be awesome. Now, at first I had a lot of trouble trying to work out how many dots is the right amount. But what I did is, so I got into eighths, you know? That still wasn't enough for me.
This guy stinks!
So what I did is in those eighths, I halved them, and then put them into eighths. And then, and we're all ready to start poking holes. So we're gonna start poking holes. So we've got a pin, quite a small one. I'm just gonna poke a hole through and test that the fiber optic does fit with it. And one thing is, if like I've got a suede headliner underneath it, so you probably want to just hold that so it doesn't rip it off or something. So I'm getting my way now. It's pretty easy when you think about it. You just gotta, I've got all the X's, and so you just got to get the needle on one side, make sure it's a good size needle, and just poke through, hold the back of the headliner, just, I don't know, in case it rips it off or something. Just push it through. Pull it out, grab on your strands. Sometimes this part can be a bit hard. And you just gotta push it through, make sure it goes through all the way. You just poke it through, make sure it comes through the other side, and you gotta get glue. Now, most people use hot glue, but I've got this, and like you think that super fixed glue sounds like complete crap. I'm telling you, this stuff is really good. I don't know what the heck. Like, you just put it on and it like dries so quickly. It's like little, they're basically nothing, right? And yet just do that for all 296 stars. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, so yeah. It's done. How long did it take? Too long. It took too long. I'm not gonna add it up, but over 8 hours. Yeah. I ended up having to tape it all down because, you know, you don't want it all sticking up. Then when you put it in the car, squashes it and they all crack. Some of them had cracked. But yeah. Took so long. That's just so repetitive. Okay, so I didn't actually explain this part of the video on how to get it back in, but it's very similar to taking it out. All you need to do is put your steering wheel all the way forwards and as low as it can go. The seat gotta go as low as you can go all the way back, and you gotta recline it as much as you can. And then with that done, open up the back door, and you'll have a gap in between here with the seat all back like this, and you'll gotta get it in that gap there. Just keep squeezing it through, pushing it through, and it will come in. And then I'll show you how to install this back right now. We just gotta tape that big wire thing just so it doesn't go around and break everything. Yeah. it'll be time just to put the power on and see how many lights aren't working. Okay, yeah, lighting's probably not good now. I'm putting the headliner in right now, and this clip has come undone like 3 times, and the thing is, it took 30 minutes the first time to fix it, so if this doesn't go in, God, I want to keep it on camera because I'm going to be mad. Oh, it's working. It is working. Don't do it to this side. Don't do it to this side. Is that in? Don't tell me it's not to this. Ah! 10,000 orphan children. That. Fuck. Punch my dog. Oh god. Okay, the last clip you saw, I was mildly frustrated to say the least. And then I came out this morning, right? So I did manage to get them in, right? Came out this morning and started installing these things. So then I go and I push it in and it does the same thing to those stupid clips. But man had a brainwave and look, now it's on and it's so easy to do. I'm gonna show you right now because hyped. Let's go. Bad bitch don't want to play for real, bruv. So before you put your headliner in, but basically what you gotta do, these little clips, you'll see them, those little 2 things that stick out there, you gotta pop them out, right? But you gotta assemble this first. So you gotta get the clip, put it around the back, little cover bit, right? And then you see that hole through the clip, and that little line there. Hopefully you can see, I can't see if you guys can see or not, but yeah, and then you just push it through. So you should end up with it looking like this. So do it to the other side, and then push the headliner back in, and then push these in, all assembled. And it's so easy. Focus, please. Focus! Okay, maybe not. You just gotta get in and push it through. I need 2 hands, sorry. Clips in, nice. Do it to the other side. Oh, grab handle. Okay, so here's another thing, right? When you're putting the B-pillar back on, there's one thing to pay attention for is you gotta make sure that this little tan plastic bit lines up with the gap here. Because if you look on the back where the seatbelt mounts, there's a little clip. If you press it, then you can move the seatbelt up and down. And that's obviously, you need to make sure that this clip here lines up with that. So when you press that down, you can lift that up and down. I've got a lollipop. Bruh. Now, anyway, we've got to put in the C-pillar, and this one was a bit hard to do. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, we need to pull the seat back a bit. Or just the bottom of it. If we look under here, you see that loop thing there? We've got to put a screwdriver through it, pull it out, and then lift the seat up. Screwdriver, pull it, and lift it up. Easy. Maybe we'll do the other side as well. So the other side done. Just grab in, pull out a bit. Now, so do you see this bolt I'm pulling out right here? You gotta undo that. I believe it's a 14 mil. So yeah, undo that. Now if that bolt's out, this should just pull away a little bit. But anyway, what we've got to do is pull out this plastic bit of trim down here. We just got to pull that out, which means we also have to get rid of this. Flathead, bit munted, bit, yeah, it'll work. Then this plastic thing, just pull on it. You're gonna need to pull back this lining right here. Cool. Just had 2 clips drop. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Brother out here fixing the Honda.
This guy stinks!
I finished my lollipop, by the way. So now it's gotta be a process of just jamming it in here. Now there's a little clip at the end right here. That's got to go somewhere in back here. I know there's a hole here, but I don't think it works going in there. Do it. There's 3 clips. They go 1, 2, 3, obviously. And there's some like clips in here. If you focus on lining these clips up, it usually goes in pretty good. notice I haven't clipped it in. This is why I'm going to leave it. But, anyway, you know that plastic that we had before, I'm going to put it in now because it relies on something from that. I'll put that in, clip that to it, and then clip that in, okay? Don't fall back, camera. God, you pee-pee. Oh, yeah, you just got to fall back because you're a peasant. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so now comes to the point where we mount up the engine, wire it in and all that. So let me show you the plan. If you didn't see before, we've got the loom for the fibre optics running through here. So I'll come down the A pillar, we'll go back behind here. It's got to come down here, through here. The motor's got to sit in here or something behind the glove box. We've got to then have the cord running behind the glove box, through here, behind here, and into the cigarette lighter over here. So I'm gonna drill a hole somewhere probably in the engine, obviously. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Now some people, I don't know if you put it in here, but if the airbag goes off, this little metal thing has just turned into a projectile and your passenger is not gonna have a good time. Yeah. So leave that for the moment. But now we've gotta get all this sorted so we can get the cord through in here. This has to come off, so if you don't know, it's a bit different in this car. You've got to just pull down, then there's a little clip, you see that? You need to loosen that, get rid of it, and then very easy, that just slides off. That's something I just remembered. I believe now you have to put into neutral, so I'm not in this cold to that. Make sure your handbrake's on, that'll be awesome. No, we're not going to P-shift. So, alright, cool. Just lift it away. Got a little wiring connector here to undo. One as well. That should be out. Cool, now I believe this thing should just, there we are. I love Japanese cars. Oh, another one, of course. But I don't think we're going to need to unplug either of them. So we just got to come in here, drill a hole, and feed the wire through. So with that done, easy, just get all the wire, pull it through. Anyway, so that's all ran. I've got the cigarette lighter in here. Let me turn the torch. Okay, battery's too low. The line goes through here. I've put it behind this panel right here. The line comes out here, goes around. This is the motor where we've got it mounted just up here. They'll be out of the way. Everything works. Just tuck that up a bit somewhere on something, anything. Yeah, just put the glove box in. And that'll be us. And cut down the rest of these, but yeah. So I'm starting cutting them all down now, as you can see these. I'm using whatever this is, by the way. Yeah, there's so many things you could use. Oh, so yes, it's done. Here's my favorite picture of it. At night, it looks so good. And this one has got a mode so it will go with the music, the beat of the music. I've got a few videos of that. Can't really play them too long because, you know, copyright things. But yeah, check that out. I got niggas that could never leave Canada too. I got 2 mortgages, 30 million in total. I got It is pretty damn nice, especially at night. Now, if you're worried about distracting you, when I'm sitting driving, you know, I don't really notice it because it's not really in your line of sight. Now, if it's night, you got passengers in the back, don't have it on flash mode because that's seizure warning. But you know, so there's an app that you can use, or there's also this remote that it comes with, so you can change the colors from here. You know, go red, green, blue, all these different shades. You can do different modes such as jump. We've got fade. I like the fades. Just nice fades between different colors. Flash, you know, it's definitely gonna give you a seizure at night. Now on the app is very cool because you got a whole selection. I'll put in screenshots so you can choose any color you want, and it looks so sick. You know, especially at night, it looks so good. You know, you've got passengers in the back. Really nice, really nice. And only 160 bucks. Not too bad. You know, Rolls Royce charges about 12k for it, but it does take a lot of time. Like a lot of time. You know, it was like, it went over on about a week, and that's probably because I've never taken the headliner down. That took a lot of time. But also just poking 300 holes, putting 300 strands of fiber through, putting 300 dots of glue, and then taping down 300 strands takes a lot of time. That was the video. If you did like it, surely drop a like, consider subscribing. We'll see you next time.